Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Priyasha from XAT, and today we are going to talk about this new specialization which has been introduced by XLRI this year itself. So let me tell you that this information is coming first hand and from the most trusted resources himself, that is the chairperson of International Relations of XLRI, Professor Santosh Sangam sir. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity to me to talk about this. So thank you a lot. And definitely, I'm pretty sure that you will be telling us most important things about this new specialization.
Thank you, Priyasha, and always good to have one of our students back with us.
Thank
Right.
you.
So I look forward to talking to talking and sharing some of the main features of this new offering which we have put in with XAT this year, which is about XLRIs, BM with international specialization tracks. So this set of initiatives is being done by XLRI jointly with our reputed international collaborating universities. So, like George Washington University, Syracuse University, Rutgers, and Sorbonne. All of these are reputed high pedigree institutions which have been around for a very long time. So, for instance, Sorbonne has been around for almost 800 plus years. So, I'm excited to talk about this new set of offerings which will be of help to most of you in making your career choices.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. So, pertaining to this course and this specialization, which people who are opting for XAT this year would be eligible for, I'll be asking sir about some of the most common questions around, and yes, something which might come up in your mind as well. So, the first thing, sir, which I'll be asking you regarding this course is that anyone who is applying for the XAT course this year, I mean XLRI course this year, would be getting the opportunity to apply for this one in these XAT forms.
Yeah, so in the XAT form, if you'll see, there's a box which you have to tick for XLRI BM with international specialization, and there's a fee of 200 rupees which you have to pay if you want to be considered for this track.
Okay. So you guys, if you haven't done that yet or if you're thinking of it, you just need to edit back your applications right away. But do you really need to do this? That's exactly what we'll be talking about. So international MBA has always been on mind, sir. Personally telling that I also thought of doing it, but there are kind of constraints or the hesitations which comes in a mind of a student when it comes to going abroad and studying. It's not just about the things like of course the financial issues, but also along with it we have issues like maybe visa rejections is something which comes in mind, whether our degree will be counted there or back here in India or not. So can you please clarify on that?
Okay, see, one of the concerns about going for an international route of postgrad studies is the fee. The other is typically around the acceptability of the degrees. Now, when you're talking about XLRI, XLRI's BM is globally renowned and globally accepted, and the international partner universities with whom we are offering these specialization tracks, they have a very long and rich standing with industry and globally. So, in that sense, their degrees are acceptable globally. Okay. Second thing is, if you go to their websites and see, you'll find that most of the top recruiters of the world go to these institutions, which means that there is a significant industry acceptance which these institutes have built around, right? And if you look at it, they have all been around for much longer than XLRI, which is India's oldest business school. So that's saying something for their pedigree and the value of their degree.
But majorly what we are more concerned about here is like as a student, me personally, first thing which hesitates me from going forward with an international MBA is the hefty fees. So sir, is there any way we can get any scholarships?
So, with these university partners, we have a system of credit transfers where we transfer credits from XLRI which are roughly equivalent to around 20% of the syllabus out there.
Oh.
And as you know, in the US, the fees are on a per credit basis. So, that brings down your program cost. Additionally, the universities, the university partners are offering merit-based scholarships which can go as high as 30%,
Okay.
right? But the merit-based scholarship is dependent on your performance in XLRI.
That
So that's an
means
incentive for those who enroll in the program to study hard and do well.
exactly, and that can really bring down that fear of a lot of money here coming into international MBA. But yeah, that is definitely going to help you people because this investment is going to take you really high in your careers, by the way. And moving forward to sir about the credits which you mentioned, that how are we going to decide what program are we studying where, or how are these credit points going to take?
So the curriculum for each of these specializations is mapped out in terms of what credits, what course credits will be transferred to the foreign university. So different international specializations have different courses whose credits are transferred. So
Okay.
it's not the same across all.
Oh.
Okay, but the roughly around 20% of the credits that they have to do to gain the masters, the MS out there in the US are transferred.
Oh, okay. So we
Okay,
have that flexibility as well.
that is decided. So
Okay.
because it's part of your curriculum at XLRI, which gets transferred,
Okay. So
right?
we that's how actually we get the dual master degree technically. Yeah. And most importantly, when it comes to a college like XLRI backing it up for you, when it comes to your visas, when it comes to the obviously the kind of specialization you are choosing for the second year, probably this would not be a question in anyone's mind that, okay, whether I should do it or not, because this opportunity rarely comes. If you plan to do this MBA all by yourself, that is a double master's, you can go and check it out how much would it be costing, like it would be very high in
It
fee,
would be
right?
quite high.
Yeah, but when we are doing this, aren't we saving both our time and money if we get this degree, sir?
Yeah. So if you look at the way we have structured this, right? Students do the entire first year business management curriculum in XLRI. Then they go through the internship the same way as the BM guys. Then they do a few additional courses in the start of the second year here, and in the fall semester they move on to the US university partner. Right now, in this entire journey, they the whole coursework is designed in such a way that so students can uh, actually build up on what they have studied in XLRI, go abroad, and do a good job there.
Yeah,
Right.
correct. And they are eligible to participate in the placements there as well.
Yes. So any student who goes through this route will have the same rights and privileges as a full-time student of those universities.
Yeah, absolutely. Earning in dollars is basically
See,
getting more
it's less
money.
about earning in dollars, but more about understanding what is the basic philosophy behind these, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because these are quite different compared to traditional MBA specializations. So, if you
Correct.
look at MBA specializations, these are more functional in nature,
Hmm.
right? So, a student who finishes the first year may choose to specialize in, say, marketing, strategy, finance, operations, these kind of coursework in the second year.
Okay.
Now, this is good when you are at the start, you are exploring your career options,
Right.
right? Now, if you look at the trends in industry, there is a different set of demands which is now coming up, especially in the developed world. Okay, growth in India, growth in the global economy is going to be driven by a very different set of industries as compared to the past.
Mm-hmm.
And as with today's generation, in these industries also there's an impatience. And so they are looking for people who can, managers who not only can know the are grounded in management, but also are able to apply it in a multidisciplinary sense to a specialization domain or to an industry domain,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is more for, so in this sense, this programs these have been selected for students who are relatively, having some clarity as to which direction they want their future careers to evolve.
Yeah.
Because today's Gen Z is far more clear in terms of where they would like to see themselves, right?
Yeah.
So that's where.
That's true, sir. And what I also think about it, and that's my question as well regarding this course, one final questions from coming forward, that if someone is very sure, as you mentioned, about doing an MBA from abroad, but was currently having any, hesitations in moving forward because of any of the things I already mentioned 2 minutes back. So they can definitely go for this course, because this course is giving them, of course, number one, dual degree, a degree from Excel BM degree, which is what everyone sought after. We all know about the importance here in India. And then back there, if you choose one of the organizations, or I mean one of the institutions there in foreign, that also, as Sir said, 800 years old organizations are there. So probably you will be sorted from both the corners. But as a student, I'll ask you this, that what if, sir, like what would happen if someone changes mind midway, or is like not sure suddenly whether they should do it or not? They need help in understanding whether they are really ready for the course or eligible after all for the course or not.
Okay. So when you're talking about the eligibility, right? Students will be going through the same selection process as the BM. There
Okay.
is no difference. It's the same process, right? So students will have time students who have been selected and issued the offer letters
Mm-hmm.
will have time to decide as to which specialization track they would like to go for.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll also be conducting information sessions with the administrators from the foreign universities in the next over the next few days and the few months,
Okay.
so that there will be more and more clarity as to what students can gain from the syllabus out there, what are any questions they have about, say, the modalities of syllabus, modalities of housing, etc., etc., right?
Right.
So those things will be there. Okay, so that's coming up. Okay,
Brilliant.
now the other thing, when you look at as these pro specializations, right? So we are offering 4 specializations with George Washington University. They are in project management, international business, then you have sports management and business analytics. With Rutgers, we are offering a healthcare analytics program. With Sorbonne, we are offering a healthcare management program. And with Syracuse, we are offering a unique marketing STEM specialization, which is different from traditional marketing specializations that are offered, right? So when you look at each of these 7, right, they present unique opportunities for students who want to take their managerial career in a different track from day one. So
Yeah.
in a sense, it helps you accelerate rather than doing an MBA and then trying to find out where you would like to take your career towards. Which is why it brings me back to my point that when you are relatively clear about where you would like to go to,
Mm-hmm.
then these specialization tracks make more sense for
More,
you.
yeah, absolutely. Winding up, sir, if anyone has this international MBA in mind, then probably the scholarships being offered here and the kind of guidance you get from the oldest B school of India, everything comes into picture. So think about it and let me know in the comment section if you're really interested. By the way, let me tell you that the FAQ is way too extensive. I mean, literally, you can find all your answers there. But even if you don't find it there, you know that you can comment right there and I'll be definitely answering back. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time,
you.
sir. That's really, really a much help for those people who are completely clueless about whether they should go for an international MBA or not.
Thank you.